What makes a champion? Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.
Never stop, you can only get better. The only one that can hold you back is yourself.
We are the composers of our own destiny. Nothing is out of reach if we dare to dream the impossible. Believe the unbelievable and never take no for an answer. Because greatness is in all of us. For we are all champions.
Charter Prime is an international financial services group providing cutting-edge trading technology and brokerage liquidity. Specializing in international equities, stocks, foreign exchange, and CFDs, we are a part of a huge global market consisting of $7 trillion in daily trading volume. Stringent regulations, strong strategic partnerships, and exceptional client support ensure we deliver only the best.
Hello and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the World Electronic Sports Game Indonesian Finals, where we will be watching our female Division 4 CSGO duke it out to find out who will be representing Indonesia in the WESG Southeast Asia Finals. My name is Zero, and joining me today is Trevor, and we have a series in our hands.
Yep. Yesterday, female fighters, they won their semi-finals pretty convincingly against the Garuda First Lady Star B. But today, they will have another challenge up their hands as they're going against the first team, Garuda First Lady Star A. So we'll see whether they can replicate that success or whether First Lady have something in store for them. As we are getting into this best of three, we'll start off on the classic map, the Dust 2, followed by Inferno, and if we need a decider, we'll head on to the Cash. And looks like we're getting into the ninth round, and looks like female fighters already won the ninth round, so they will be deciding where they want to start off this map.
Yep, that's one of those maps where everyone who plays CSGO will know all the layouts. So this is more of a very vanilla map. This is more of a puck map, as most people would say it. You don't have to rely on much strategies. You know, firepower can bring you a long way in this map. But there is no exact side which this map actually favors, I think.
Yep, it's kind of a terrorist map, but still, female fighters, despite winning the ninth round, they decides to go on the defense, and looks like First Ladies are going for a fast cat play, and they're already up short as they will be greeted by Nupsky, but get instantly traded there by Whitney, leaving just Sharong towards this pit position as the sole A defender. Already gets spotted out, trying to get some shots in, not really connecting, as it's waiting for Blister and Norve to come in with the A shot flank. Managed to turn this into the situation, but it's quickly hit back to a 2-on-2.
Yeah, bomb has been planted. This is one of those fast catwalk pushes that you do not really expect. So they're going to get a bomb down, and they're going to actually clean up base as Risa get a double kill with the headshots on her Glock. So she's able to secure this round. The first round of Dust 2 goes towards the way of G First Lady Star A.
Yep, a very well played round indeed. Just splitting that A defense, sending 4 guys up towards that A shot. Managed to overcome that defense set up by female fighter, but not getting any kills. I mean, the female fighter is going for the full eco, most probably going to bring out M-Force going into the next round.
Yeah, they're going to looks like they're going to replicate their success right now, going towards short, but the CTs have already sort of stacked up short. They put 4 players onto short. But right now, all 4 of the CTs has fallen. Only Sharong left remaining. But looks like they're going to make a mid towards B rotation. Actually going through lower tunnels, up towards upper tunnels. Towards B, leaving 1 in the lower tunnels. No, looks like they're all going to go towards the B side.
Yep, the best Sharong can actually hope for is probably get one of the guns drop. And yep, she managed to pick up the UMP. But she's going to try to go in to do a little bit more damage. As already getting 2 kills in this round is pretty beneficial as First Ladies who need to rebuy going into the next round. As Sharong makes her approach towards upper tunnel, most probably will get an easy frag, but she uses her shot, and Frozen Cookies will take her down, giving G First Ladies their second round in a row. So going into this third round, finally the M-Force can come out onto Team Female Fighters. And it will be kind of a bonus round for First Ladies as they will still be running a couple of Mac 10s in their hands.
Yeah, looks like we had a team kill for the side from the terrorist side, at least for Lopinas. But she still can buy up with an AK and just a limited amount of utilities. Looks like we have a triple long stack coming from the CT side, but looks like they're gonna go do a B push here with all 5 of the members. So we need the CT rotations right now because they are just going to be overwhelmed once this looks like it's gonna be a mid to B actually.
Yep, they're just slow playing this round towards this tunnel position. And meanwhile, Whitney is holding towards this mid as Nauve is looking towards tunnel from the back of platform. But somehow G-First Ladies is still slow playing this round, trying to bait out the limited utility left on Team Female Fighter. And looks like Risa is already out towards mid, just waiting from the smoke from her teammates to actually make the push towards this B.
But actually gets traded off there by Winnie as Winnie gets the kill on towards Risa. There is another terrorist there and she will fall. Frozen will be the one to get a kill on towards Whitney. So the mid position is open.
Now they will be under a lot of pressure. She managed to hit back with one, but she's not long for the world as she gets traded instantly by Aina. They're leaving Female Fighter in a 3-on-3 after plant retake going into this B side.
Yeah, this is definitely still doable for the CTs. They don't have any more utilities, but they have to rely on their entries. As Sharong pushing towards tunnels, she might actually catch them off guard here. Catches one, which is Aurela. She gets caught off by Anane on towards the car area. It's going to be a 1-on-1 scenario as the Lopinas facing up against Napsky. But Napsky will fall and G-First continues on their streak. The 3rd round in a row for the terrorist side.
Yep, just overrunning the Female Fighters defense towards that B side. With only Nauve holding towards that B bomb side, they managed to get her down and set up for the after plant and managed to finish out that round with relatively ease despite coming down to a 1-on-1. So going into the 4th round, pistols is the name of the game once again for Female Fighters as they will be yielding 2 CZ75s and 3 P250s.
Yeah, we've seen all these rounds actually go quite close. This is going to be a full 5 long stack coming from the CTs. They're going to push out very aggressively, actually get traded out there, and this will be a walking into a grinder more or less for the CT side as 3 of them has already fallen. Blizzard down to 10 HP, will get killed out there by Lopinas, and now will be the last one standing. Might get a kill here, actually brings down Frozen, gets an AK for herself. So considering the situation, that was the best they could do, getting 2 kills. Just pressuring the economy of this terrorist a little bit, but not going to make too much of a dent here as we can see the goal, then the economy for the terrorist side still is very healthy.
Yep, and finally in this 2nd gun round, the op can come out onto the hands of Napsky, and we know what a beast she has been yesterday with that weapon. So looking at things, she will be anchoring down towards this A-long position, but none of the First Lady team players are going to attack this position, maybe playing out slowly. As we'll see, Risa taking some aggression towards this mid position, but Napsky will hit back with her op, saying that A-long is not for the taking, and looks like G-First Lady is just trying to probe out some information towards this map. But with down a man, they really should be gathering up and try to hit a bomb site, as Female Fighters are still playing a relatively default setup with 2 towards this B position, 1 holding towards A, and also 2 guys towards that A position.
Yep, they're gonna run down the timer a little bit. 1 minute left remaining, and Nain has to be forced out from her corner there by a Molotov. But still, they are still quite split up. The bomb is still actually near the terrorist base, so they are not committing to any single side as of yet, trying to maybe get a pick, maybe find out where the most of the CTs are, but they're not gonna get anything here. Risa pushing very aggressively towards mid. There is 1 player in the CT side. It's going to be Blitzer holding on to the CT side. She might actually get a kill here. They're not actually focusing, paying attention towards the CTs. Blitzer still holding on there. Bomb is going to rotate towards mid. They're going to hit the A side, but Whitney as well, Sharong both get a kill apiece, and Aurela does fall. Risa pushing towards short, gets a kill on towards Blizzard, but gets killed out there by Napsky. Gets a 2nd kill onto Slopinas as well.
Yep, so finally that op working out wonders for Napsky, getting 3 kills towards that A side and finally giving Female Fighter their 1st round on the board. But despite that loss, I mean, the economy built up onto G-First Ladies, they can rebuy back with relatively ease, and once again the op will go on the hands on Aurela.
Yep, everyone has a gun, at least for the terrorist side. They have an op onto Aurela, like you said. But mid has already been smoked out. Orela not able to get that mid peak. Looks like it's going to be a... Going to try and pressure B side here towards tunnels. The Molotov does come out from Nauve. Does a little bit of damage, but not too much.
Yeah, most probably G-First Ladies. They tried to go for a fast B play, but the utility usage of Nauve is just on point as she throws down the smoke to delay any of the fast rushes. As once again, G-First Lady needs to regroup, and Risa is taking some avenue towards this catwalk position. But little does she know, she will be greeted by a stack towards this A-shot position.
They get smoked off as well, so that's going to be another 35 seconds burn off the clock there for the side of G-First. As they're going to slowly run out of time here, not really committing to any side. The bomb is going towards B, so we might have a mid to B as the two other terrorists are going towards the mid area as well. Riza still holding on to this short position. Hey, catches out Sharon, but actually Sharon will be the one to get a headshot on towards her, so she's gonna fall. 4 versus 5 scenario right now for the CTs. Mid to B smoke being executed right now. We're gonna have a push towards B. And Nain does get an entry on towards Whitney, but no, Nauv does fall trying to defend the side as well. So 3 versus 1 scenario right now as Orela gets a kill on towards Napsky towards the mid. So Sharon, last one remaining. There is one towards Windows. Does she know? No, she does not. And Sharon will fall. Orela gets the kill, and this is gonna be another round going towards the way of G-First.
Yep, a reset round right on the back after Female Fighter got their first round on the board, and Orela playing like a champion with that op, getting 3 kills and giving G-First Lady their 5th round. So going into round number 7, the eco has to come up once again on Team Female Fighters, and it's not looking good as they have decided to choose to start on the CT side, and it's not panning out well for them as they're stacking 5 men towards this middle position, and Orela already gets 1 shot, signals to a teammate that the B side was probably clear, but Frozen Cookie runs in, not really anticipating anyone to be there, gets taken down, but Aina will come with a double trade to give G-First Lady their 6th round.
Yeah, definitely a very easy round for the terrorists as there was actually no commitment from a female fighter to try and hold on to the sides. No buy whatsoever, but right now they're going to have a forced buy here. A few FAMASas going on the way. We have an op held by Napsky, and now we have an M4 as well. Let's see what they can do with this. Napsky going towards long, Riza as well as the bomb heading towards upper tunnels. We might have another mid to B execution right now, but Sharon gets the first kill on towards Frozen Cookies. On towards long there, so the long push will be stifled at least. Mid flash here, we might have a mid push coming from Riza. But Riza still holding on towards mid as well as Catwalk, trying to get as much information as she can. Pushing on towards Catwalk, she might find herself faced up against Napsky with the op. Lupinas gets a kill on towards Blizzard. Oh.
And now will be under a lot of pressure, but she managed to get a double kill, shutting down that attack, leaving just Orela in a 1-on-4 situation with the op. Managed a nice shot towards Whitney, but with the bomb drop, and now we're holding this upper tunnel position looks like pretty impossible as she will flash in, goes in for the kill, and retrieve the op. So the double op setup for free onto Female Fighters' hand. So maybe this could be the turning point that they actually stabilize and get some rounds on the board, as the money on First Ladies is still looking pretty decent, as once again the op will come out onto Orela and AKs to support the rest of their team members.
Yeah, pretty decent buy, just like these ladies here. They can afford another op and 4 more AKs, but hopefully Female Fighter will be able to string some rounds together. Now with the op trying to get a pick. Oh, but Orela, 1 up against her in the mid as 1 player down for the CTs already. And Nain pushing towards short. Let's see what she can do here. There is already 1 player there. It's going to be Sharon holding on to a shot with the AK, but she's not going to get any frags as of yet. Throws the Molotov to buy some space. Sharon drops very low, 4 HP actually.
Lopinez will open up to it, that A-long position. So leaving Sharon, the sole defender of this A side, only with 4 HP, and she's not long for the world. Leaving just Blister, managed to get 1, but instantly traded by Aina there. So, yep, once again, G-First Lady will reset Female Fighter after winning their first round. And it's not looking good for Team Female Fighters as they need a couple of more rounds to be safe going into the second half. And looks like they're taking a timeout to try and talk this over, how to defend this aggression thrown in by Team G First Ladies.
Yeah, the entry picks coming from G First has been working wonders for them, always getting that man advantage over every side. Female fighter not able to string any rounds together as of yet. We've seen Napsky do wonders with her up, Whitney, Blitzer, Sharong, now all of them able to hold their own at least in terms of gunpower, firepower. But right now they are just being overran here by the side of G First Ladies.
Yep, I mean, G First Ladies is just really playing it out together, really as a team, not really splitting up too much, just going in for the trades. And if you get that right, I mean, the round is pretty easy to conclude. And so far, they're doing a good job. And getting a 5-round lead going into round number 10 is definitely a good start for them. As once again, female fighter will be on an eco with just P250s across all members and always getting an extra HE grenade. So maybe that will be thrown down towards that A-long position.
Yeah, they can buy either way on towards the next round. So not really committing too much in round number 10 here, getting a boost onto a short. They're going to have a triple stack onto a short. Maybe they want to get some kills at least. This stack's a bit slow.
Yep, kind of a miss jump over there. As Visa will throw in a counter Molotov to deny any aggression from all the players towards short. And they're just stuck behind this Molotov. So, and Lopinez is having eyes towards this A door position, making sure that none of these female fighters actually push and get some up-close personal, as the P250 will be more effective if the range is slightly closer. As running into the 1 minute 10 second mark into this half, looks like First Ladies is making their move towards this A short position, throwing out some utilities, but the real hit is actually towards this B side. And Frozen Cookies and Aina got this bomb site practically for free.
Yeah, Frozen Cookies moving in by herself, spotting the empty side here. Is gonna get a bomb planted down. So 35 seconds left for the CTs to get something done on this map.
Yep, the best they could actually hope for is maybe get a couple of kills and stealing a rifle, bringing it into the next
actually
round.
two, so not too bad for themselves, actually getting killed on towards Riza as well as Frozen Cookies. But 2 versus 3 scenario, not completely out of this yet. Blitzer does have an AK. Napsky doesn't have any guns, but she's gonna try and do something on this bomb. Does not have a defuse kit, so not going to get the defuse down, as she's gonna fall towards a nade. Blitzer might walk into an op here, but she's gonna be fine, able to save this AK at least.
That's the best they could actually hope for, and bringing an AK into a gun round is definitely beneficial for the counter-terrorists, as the AK has that one-shot headshot potential. And because of that safe AK, the rest of the teammates will buy around it to support with 3 M4s and a FOMAS yield out on Whitney. But with utility lacking and they don't have an op, it's pretty hard to stop this offense thrown in by G First Lady so far. As once again, they're going out for an open split, 2 towards that B area, 2 towards mid, and just Aurela watching like an eagle down towards his mid position for any city aggression.
Yeah, her shots has been on point so far. 12-1 and 4 is the scoreline. Definitely doing work with her up. So she's going to still hold on to this mid position, as she has been for the past few rounds. Terrorist side, they're doing, getting as much information as they can, as we do see the split there. And then on towards upper tunnels, we have Lupinas towards A-long doors as well. And Riza pushing towards mid very aggressively here.
Yep, I mean, she's not even
Smoke
throwing
down.
a smoke, not even throwing a flash, just trying to raw pick out towards his mid position, trying to find out where these female fighters are playing. As the smoke finally goes off, but unfortunately it's just smoking the middle door. So it pulls some rotation towards this middle position, as Napsky and Blister is coming towards this middle position, but it's a 2-for-1 trade, so female fighters will take that any day of the week.
Whitney gets a kill onto his Frozen Cookie as well. Looks like they might catch a kill onto a Nane. Sharong pushes just at the right time, and Lopinas might be the one pushing at the right time as well, as she's able to bring down Whitney. But still right now, 2 versus 2 scenario. Lopinas 5 HP left remaining. Aurela gets a kill on towards the mid. And right now, the CTs are pretty much split here. Now on towards upper tunnels, actually boosting, getting on towards that.
But with the time so little, she would definitely hear the steps of these 2 remaining terrorist members who is running in.
Oh, actually.
Oh, she is not listening. Yep, she gets the first kill, and Aurela with an op, with not much time left, the best she can do is go for the kill towards Nove, but looks like she will choose the latter, maybe just staying in tunnel, saving her op, and not, the most importantly, not giving a free op towards team female fighters, because Napsky can really use that gun like a champion. And going into round number 12, G-First Ladies can buy up once again. Risa is a little bit low, but she will be dropped by one of the teammates, so not too much there. But Blister will be downgrading to a FUMAS. Utilities is not looking too healthy on the side of female fighter, as well as they really need to make this round work if they want to make a comeback into this half. And looks like G-First Lady is walking 3 guys towards his upper tunnel, but once again the timely smoke goes down to deny any fast pushes.
Yeah, right now, let's see if Female Fighter is able to string any rounds together so far. They have just been constantly being reset after every single successful round. But this round, we have a tree of the terrorists towards the tunnel area, while Riza once again pushing towards short. Might walk into an op there. Might walk into the crossfire there, but not going to back off, going towards mid as well. Once again, pushing towards mid without any smokes, without any pop flashes. Feeling very confident.
Yeah, I mean, it's without the smoke, without the flash, and she's always going alone and pulling distraction there, giving her team so much room to actually play and set up their attack. As once again, looks like G-First Lady is going to go for this catwalk attack with only Napsky holding towards CT and Whitney holding towards this ramp position. It will be pretty tough as they do not have much counter nades to actually deny this push, as once again they will regroup towards this mid position, but Napsky and Sharon will come in with 1 each, giving them a 5-on-3 situation.
Right now, it's going to be a 4 versus 1 situation as Napsky as well as Blizzard both get a kill apiece. Blizzard gets traded off, but Lupinas will be the last one remaining, trying to hold on to this op here, trying to do her best, the best she can. But finally, we might see Female Fighter holding on to a streak here as they get themselves the second round in a row. 8-4 is the current scoreline as we head into round 13.
Yep, and finally, not really breaking the economy of G-First Ladies. I mean, Lopines and Orilla have money in the bank, but 3 of their teammates do not have the money. But looks like they're going to force behind us as Risa already goes in with the Mac 10. And a couple of Mac 10 is also dropped to their teammates. So it looks like they're going to make this kind of a fast play with 5 SMGs on the board.
Yep, some nades as well, smokes being thrown out towards tunnels, but that might be not coming into usefulness as we're going to have a 5-man stack towards the upper tunnel area.
This is going to be a war towards this B side once this smoke dissipates. And we'll see how Whitney, who is playing up close and personal right behind the smoke, she might be under a lot of pressure soon.
Gets killed off there.
And gets taken down immediately. No, they couldn't do anything to deny the push. So despite having the weaker weaponry, they managed to get the 2 kills to overwhelm the side, leaving just Whitney here. I mean, Blister, she gets a double kill, making it a winnable situation, but retaking the B bomb site is definitely not an easy task.
Yeah, Frozen Cookies with a nice entry with 2 kills there, making things happen there for the side of G-First Ladies. But right now, this is still definitely a doable retake. As we have, Frozen Cookies can kill onto Sharon. Napsky actually falls for Lupinas as well. Blizzard gets a kill, but reloads at the wrong time, and Riza will peek at the exact moment she was reloading and gets themselves the round 13 for themselves.
Yep, not giving Female Fighter any chance of an easy round, even though the economy was low onto G-First Lady. They managed to bot up, go to a fast execute plan, and manage to make it work for themselves. And putting Female Fighters onto an awkward buy with 3 FUMASes on the board, an MP5 onto Blister, and also the op onto Napsky. So they really would need to make this op work if they want to make anything happen, as they don't really have any diffuse kits. So if this goes down to an after-plant situation, it will be an uphill task for Female Fighter to win the round, as Blister is trying to push towards this middle door, but it's not going to choose, as Aina is holding towards this catwalk position.
Yeah, not too many rounds left to play as well in the first half. So 4-9 current score. Right now, the bomb is still towards upper mid so far, committing, but Blizzard gets a nice kill on towards Riza with her MP5. So able to at least bring down one, maybe able to retrieve the AK as well. A name towards mid doors. Frozen Cookies gets a kill on towards Napsky towards long. So they're going to push towards long. But right now, 3-man stack coming from the side of Female Fighter. Sharon, Whitney, as well as Blizzard already in position to try and hold on to this side. Blizzard on towards the ramp area, and Nain gets a kill onto Sharon.
Whitney will be under a lot of pressure as she's being hit from 2 angles, from Cat and A-Long. Leaving just Naove in a 1-on-3, manage a first shot. But Orella, once again with that op, will take her down towards that middle position, giving G-First Lady a 10-4 lead going into the last round of the first half. As money will be broken The only thing that they can afford is just pistols and also the trusty MP5 onto Blister hands.
Yeah, definitely not the scoreline they were looking for. 10-5, not the end of the world, but definitely a very tough scoreline to come back with, especially right now. They are just running around with basically pistols and a few flashes. Let's see what they can do with them. Riza might be pushed through the smoke. Oh, eagle shots by Whitney not connecting there. Riza actually getting a double on towards Blizzard as well. She's down to 7 HP. But let's see if she's going to make any aggressive moves here. Actually gets a flash, but it gets killed off there by now. We're holding on towards this cache area.
Yep, despite losing the first 2 kills, somehow they managed to get 3 kills on their own, giving them the man advantage. But it's up again, Orela and Lopinez. And Orela has been one of the outstanding players in this match so far with Hop, and they are gathering up towards this A-long position. And with only Sharong holding towards this catwalk position, if they get the bomb down, it might be an uphill task for Female Fighter to come in for the round. But they're anticipating this move as Napsky and Nauve is already towards this catwalk position. So once the bomb goes down, Team G First Lady will be under a lot of pressure, but a timely smoke towards that position, cutting off the rotation so far, will delay the retake even more, as they still have another smoke and Molotov onto Orela, but it will not be used as Orela will trade off Sharong, leaving her in a 1-on-2 situation. Managed to get a nice shot to a Snap Sky, but now they will come in with the trade frag.
Oh, she can't find the bomb.
The 5th round to Female Fighter, a much needed 5th round going into the second half.
Yeah, very almost a very sweaty situation there, but now we manages to find a bomb and gets a defuse in time. So 10-5, they're gonna switch sides. Female Fighter trailing behind 5 rounds. Not the end of the world. Definitely we've seen bigger comebacks than this, but definitely they're going to have to work a lot harder to try and string these rounds together.
Definitely, and the first things first, they will definitely need to pick up this pistol and the subsequent anti-ecos to close the deficit of this game. If G First Lady gets the pistol and dictates the economy of this game, it will be a difficult task for Female Fighters coming back into this round. As looks like they're just playing out default, as Blister is just holding towards this upper tunnel, hoping for any aggression. Meanwhile, Napsky is eyeing down towards his mid position, and the other 3 of them are just holding outside of this A-long position.
Yeah, not really committing to any side as of yet. Not much utilities, only Napsky has a smoke and a few flashes. Not too much utilities on the CT side as well, so definitely buying a lot of armors at least. Oh, looks like
this
you have
will be the
smoke.
Xbox smoke, cutting off any angles from this mid guarder, which is Orela.
Looks like they're gonna go towards Cat here. It's going to be a full 5 CT site. Actually gets a few shots by Orela onto a Sharong, but not able to land his shots. It's going to be a 5-man push onto a short. Let's see if this is able to get anything done there. Frozen Cookies holding on towards the side. Blizzard gets a hit shot onto a Nane, opening the side. Whitney get a second kill. Napsky chimes in as well with a hit shot onto Frozen Cookies. It's going to be the short defense coming from Visa getting a kill onto a Sharong, but she's all alone and all dead as well. Female Fighter able to get the pistol round in the second half and definitely feeling much better than where they were.
Yep, making the comeback starts now. That is the name of the game for Female Fighters, and a well-executed round by Female Fighters, just getting 1 smoke and 2 flashes, but because of that utility, they actually won the round, smoking off Xbox, not letting the G First Lady team know that they were up to a shot and just overwhelming the defense on that A side. Proved too much for First Lady to defend. It looks like G First Lady is going for a 5-man push towards this middle, but Sharong will shut her down, and now they will chime in 1, but somehow they hit back with 2 of their own. But the HP advantage is not on the G First Lady's favor, as Whitney will get a free kill there, but he's trying to spot out more.
Yeah, bomb has been dropped there, but Whitney and as well as Napsky able to clean up map here as they go into round 18 with a 7-10 scoreline. Right now, the CT side will be able to string a buy together. Not going to be the best of buys. Going to be very limited on utilities, but definitely a buy nonetheless.
Yep. And yep, they're getting 3 defuse kits and a scout onto Frozen Cookie. And they're returning AUG onto Orela. I mean, this could be pretty nasty, as looks like Female Fighter is going to go for a fast B play, but little do they know they have 2 guys towards this B side, and Risa will get an instant kill. 3 kills over there, leaving just Sharong. But she's not long as Risa will finish her quad kill with that USP, shutting down female fighters instantly and building themselves a good economy going into the next round as they survive with all 5 members.
Yeah, first ground round going towards the way of G first. That beat push definitely turned its head on towards female fighter. They lost everyone without getting a single kill. Ooh, very tough right now. They have to eco with few CZs as well as a P250 on towards Snapsky. Looks like they're going to go for a long push as well. But Cookie is already in position. Gets killed off there by Blizzard actually. Hit clean off there with the CZ. So they're going to get at least 1 gun so far with the N4, I believe.
Yep, she's done a lot of damage onto Blister and Napsky, but the man advantage is onto female fighters. And once again, Aurela gets tagged down to half HP, not knowing what hit her. And once again, female fighters will regroup, trying to play this situation to their favor as the defense is split up. And looks like Whitney and Napsky is going to try to probe towards this B side, which is actually currently open. But a couple of shots thrown in, so Risa will actually rotate back to this B position. And also bringing Aina along with her.
Yeah, Risa spots out a rotation, a player as well, but Lupinas gets a kill onto her Sharong, onto his A-long position. So CT, the terrorists right now are still scrambling around the map here. We might have a cat push coming in. The rotations might be a bit too late as it's going to be Aurela all alone. Gets headshotted by now with the CZX. Whitney gets killed off there by Risa onto his upper tunnels, but right now A side is completely open. Bomb's going to go down. Let's see how this retake situation is going to go.
Yep, I mean, with Lopines just anchoring down towards this speed position, waiting for both of teammates to come in towards shot. But a 1-for-1 trade there will give some kind of hope towards female fighters, but gets taken down instantly now. We're leaving Napsky in a 1-on-2 situation. She has the AUG, but she doesn't have the HP as Lopines will come in, finishing off with a USP, and Risa will go onto the defuse, giving G First Lady a 12-7 lead.
Yeah, a close round nonetheless, as only Risa and Lopinas were the only ones alive. Female fighter definitely still can buy up in this round. They're going to go for multiple AKs. And let's see what they can do with them. Utilities still decent. Couple of smokes, couple of flashes as well. While the CT side definitely starving for money. Risa is still pretty rich though. So between her and Lopinas, they can definitely still buy up for the next round if they lose this round.
Yep, and female fighters playing a relatively passive default with 2 person towards that tunnel position and 2 towards that A-long and mid position. And Napsky marking down towards this mid position. This time she doesn't have an op, so she cannot really take the picks as Frozen Cookie and Aurela has that weapon to actually take her off in that long distance engagement battles. And looks like they're gonna go for this catwalk play once again.
The Xbox smoke coming in, but Aurela is already in position with her op. Let's see if she's able to stall out this push all by herself. 16, 2, and 10, definitely doing work so far. Here comes the short push. She might get the first. Will she be able to get second though? But she gets smoked off there. Flashes do rain in as Aurela might be facing some kind of pressure here as they chime in. Gets the first kill onto Sharong. Might get a second onto his Blizzard as well. Gets the third. No, actually misses a shot, but she will redeem herself. Gets the third onto Naove. And Whitney is all alone right now on towards Catwalk. She's going to try and commit.
Yep, well played round there by Aurela, but she gets taken down from that one tap from Whitney, so giving her slight of an opportunity to make this round come back, as we only have Risa and Aina towards guarding the bomb. As Risa already spots Whitney towards the middle position, goes for the engagement. Whitney brings her down very low, but Risa will pick out once again, take her down, giving G First Lady a 6-round lead, and once again pushing female fighters onto an eco. And looks like they're going to double up on their opponent's score if they do not overplay this round.
7-13, things are not looking good for female fighter. This is pretty much 7-14. If G First just plays passive holder angles, there's nothing much that female fighter can do. They actually force it out, a couple of UMPs.
Yep, I don't really agree with this buy, but we'll see how they make it work, as the counter utilities has already been thrown down. So before they can go for this A-long position, it's already stopped right at this track, as Napsky is the only one trying to rotate to see out towards this B area, where any of the G First Lady players are pushing towards this upper tunnel, not giving up map control to them for free. Meanwhile, with female fighter with only utilities onto Whitney and a smoke onto Napsky, it looks pretty difficult, as they would want to take this A-long position, as we already have Risa and Aina towards the side, and even Aurela watching the cross from middle position. She can easily switch to the city side, as the flanker Napsky will get taken down with no effect.
This
But
might
somehow
be
it pulls the
over-rotation.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yep, a 3-person towards there. So if female fighter hits the A-long position now, they might overrun the side. But we'll see as the smokes come in.
Riza gets a nice nade though. Might get caught out here on towards Goose, and she falls. Naomi gets a second kill as well. Whitney will be the one only falling here, and the bomb is going to go down onto the side. Nicely done there by female fighter, forcing this into a 3 versus 2 scenario. Aurela pushing towards CT, towards Ram with the op. Let's see if she's able to get a pick. Oh no, just barely missing out on towards Naomi there, as she's going to head towards the long position, while Sharong as well as Blizzard holding on to her side.
Yep, somehow they're slow playing it, and Lupines comes in with a nice kill towards Sharong. Both players are down to half HP, and Blister will deny that. Going in on one-on-one situation with Aurela. She knows she has the time. I mean, what is Aurela doing? Running with her knife, and Blister will get that kill for free, picking up the op. And somehow, female fighters managed to make that force buy work with just UMPs and a Galil. And somehow, it actually limits G First Lady's economy to very minimal. They somehow can actually force out a buy, but looking at the utilities on them, it's not looking too good. So if female fighter can actually win out this round, they can actually make this a game and maybe make the whole comeback work for themselves.
Yeah, the entire previous round all banked on Napsky's aggressive push on towards B, making a over-rotation from G First Ladies. And right now, really making a run for the game, as Frozen Cookies does not have any sort of equipment whatsoever, only walking around with Deagle as well as body armor. Right now, she's trying to hold on to the side as we have 3 of the terrorists on towards tunnel area. While Lopinas as well as Sharong just run across each other on towards this long doors position.
Yep, it's a game of cat and mouse here. I mean, Sharong is just holding behind the box, meanwhile Lopines is holding behind the door. We'll see who actually makes the move first, as Napsky will get the opening and important kill towards this B position. Most probably leaving Frozen Cookies with just a Deagle to defend on her own.
Sharong actually falls towards Lopinas as well, so looks like, oh, actually Frozen
How
Cookies.
she managed to get the kill with the Deagle, and Risa holding behind this mid door will get a double kill, drop the bomb, but Sharong will reply instantly. And now we will chime in with 1, but somehow we are into a 2-on-1.
Oh, lower tunnel. Gets
But
spotted out there,
if
Frozen Cookies.
get this kill, this round might be over, but Sharong knows better. She goes for the long con, rotates back to A-long, as already has Novi coming in for the flank. So Frozen Cookie will not expect this, and she gets taken down with relatively ease. So somehow, female fighters make that round work for themselves.
Yeah, the movement definitely great there from female fighter, baiting out the op, definitely making all the right moves, making this into a 9-30 scoreline. Right now, only a 4-round lead going towards the way of G-First. This will be whittled down to a 3-round lead, as they are starved for money right now. P250 on Teresa, otherwise they are pretty much on an eco for the CT side.
Yep, just vanilla pistols. I mean, it's not going to be good, but it's definitely better than the Glock. Meanwhile, they're going to go for this mid push.
Whitney gets a double on towards Frozen Cookies, as well as Lopina. Sharong pushing on towards Long. Long is completely unattended, as we have an aggressive push. Napsky gets caught out there, actually falls, loses the op, but they have another teammate there in position. Blizzard gets a double, in fact. One of it is a team kill from Aurela, and female fighter, without losing too much, able to take round number 23 as well.
Yep, so getting themselves onto double digits, trimming down the lead of G First Ladies just to 3 rounds. I mean, it was at 7 rounds earlier on, and somehow they managed to bring it back. So well played to female fighters. If they can actually string a couple more rounds together, G First Ladies will be under a lot of pressure, and maybe that pressure might get up to them. As once again the buy will come out. This time we have the AUG onto Aurela and the op onto Risa's hand, as she is marking down this B bomb site. As Napsky is also onto the op towards this B tunnel position, and Napsky will get her as she repositions, so giving them a 1-man advantage.
Oh, but quickly killed off there by Sharong, gets killed off there by Lopinas. So man advantage 2 going towards the CT side, actually gets even blown up even more as Blizzard gets the head of Frozen Cookies. 4-2. It's the current, at least, members. But Inane able to hold on to the side all by herself, not taking too much damage. She will get traded off there by Blizzard as well. 3 versus 1 scenario. Lupinas able to get the bomb down actually. Whitney
Somehow
not
she
too
can
healthy.
actually make this work,
No.
but Bliss not anticipating Blizzard to come in from that same position, and they will take her down, giving the 11th round for female fighters, and once again pushing G-First ladies onto an eco.
Yeah, being forced to an eco once again, making this pretty much a 12 to 13 scoreline. Much more closer than we anticipated.
Nope, they decide not to eco and go up for the SMGs by, it's not going to be good if they actually lose this round, as female fighter can actually tie up the game. And once again, Napsky will open with her up towards that A-long position. And yep, it's not looking good for G-First ladies defense. It looked so strong earlier on, but somehow female fighters are hitting back stronger than ever.
Yeah, we've seen Napsky do wonders with her up. Definitely a lot of potential on her with this weapon. So you see her get the first pick. Right now we're gonna have a short push. Lupinas is in position already with a SMG there, but she gets her head killed off there by Whitney as well. She's wrong. Aurelia gets bring down there by Napsky as well. So 5 versus 2 scenario right now. Risa, is she able to get anything done here? As the mid is smoked out once again. She is forced into this position.
Yep, we hit an open A side, the bomb going down for free. Looks like this round is pretty much over. Frozen Cookie will get 1 kill, but the best I think they could hope for is just get that AK, save it, bring it into the next round. Because retaking with a 2v4, with just a flash, it's not gonna be pretty easy, and it's not looking possible. As once again, G-First ladies will go for and save, so giving female fighter cutting down the lead to just 1 point.
Yeah, no utilities, no guns means no retake, and G-First will have to be happy with saving this AK as well as Risa with the body armor and of course the defuse kit. So 12 to 13 will be the scoreline. But right now, the next round they should be able to buy there at least on all of the members. Frozen Cookies can get a drop on for Aurelia.
But whether they should fully invest into it or just take maybe a partial eco, most probably let female fighters tie up the game and go for the double op setup, which has been pretty effective on the hands of Aurelia to actually give them some breathing room. Because if they actually force this, they will just have about this kind of money to play with in the following round as well, because they're already at max loss bonus, losing 5 rounds in a row. And female fighters will have the upper hand going into these last couple of rounds.
Yeah, Napsky still has her up now. They will have a drop for her as well. So definitely this round is going to be very, very close. Depends on whether G-First will actually force out this round though. Like you said, maybe they want to just give up this tie and go for the double op setup on the next round. But it's going to be a tactical pause being used here.
Yep, G-First lady, they had a very healthy lead going into the first half, coming into the second half, but somehow female fighters, they are really the fighters. They are not giving up on this. They want to be the champion of this WSG Singapore Women's Division. Yep. And looks like the timer will be cutting down soon. Yep, once again they will go for a force. Getting 4 rifles across the board and a UMP onto Aurelia. Utility is looking pretty decent, but not as much as they want to, and they do not have the op. So if female fighters can actually pull this round together, G-First lady will be under a lot of pressure going into the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, losing this round for the South G-First basically means that they will be have to force to win round number 28, as female fighter would be probably sitting on 14 to 13. But of course, let's not count it out yet, as we have seen miracles happen, especially with these kind of forced buys.
Looks like G-First lady is taking some control towards this A-long position, but only Sharang is holding towards the door, holding for any aggression. So not really going for the opening picks. Meanwhile, Blister and Napsky are making their way towards this B tunnel, maybe trying to get a pick towards this upper tunnel once the smoke actually clears off.
Yeah, we do have Inane holding on towards B near the bomb zone, as well as Frozen Cookies just right outside. at the Xbox position as well, but looks like not going to commit so much as of yet. 2 players from the CT side. It's going to be Aurela as well as Lopinas pushing towards long, getting a lot of information. So they know short is clear at the moment. They know long is not being pushed at the moment. This is most probably a mid to B play.
Yep, definitely. And looks like Whitney is just holding for any cat aggression. Meanwhile, Napsky is picking down middle, hoping for any rotation plays here. But looks like the team of female fighters are heading towards this B position as Nauve is holding the C4, is going to get up with 2 teammates of her who's holding upper dark, and Napsky is just throwing some nades towards this middle position. Will also rejoin the rest of the group, so they will go in as a 5, so a lot of pressure will be on the hands of Aina and Frozen Cookies as they make their push. A 1-for-1 trade there, leaving a lot of pressure onto Frozen Cookie. Missed a couple of easy shots, so the bomb site is female fighter. They managed to get the bomb down. And yep, retaking this B bomb site is definitely not easy as 4 of them will be coming towards the outer B, and 2 of them get immediately taken down, leaving just Risa and Lopines. What can they do? I mean, the best they could do is actually pull back and save, and yep, they're gonna save. So female fighter, despite being 5 rounds down going into the second half, they managed to tie things up once again and giving themselves the advantage going into the latter rounds.
Yeah, G-First tried to go for an aggressive push right after the bomb was planted, maybe tried to catch female fighter off guard, but they were more than ready. Got the 2 frags and just made this round unwinnable for the side of G-First. So 13 to 13 as we head to round 27. This is tied between both of these teams.
Yeah, definitely.
We might still have a buy here for the side of G-First. They're going to pick up the AWP for Aurela, as well as a couple of guns as well. Everyone does still have their guns here, M4s, assault rifles all around, and it's going to be an AWP battle between Napsky as well as Aurela.
I mean, G-First Lady don't really give themselves a chance. They need to go for the force till the map actually ends. And once again, Napsky will open onto Aurela, one of the key players onto the G-First Lady's side, taking down who that AWP, but Risa will actually take the AWP and she will hit back, getting 1. So it's an even trade, but it's going to favor the terrorists more, as still G-First Ladies need to defend the 2 bomb sites. So they go for the split as Risa and Aina will be locking down the B side. Meanwhile, Frozen Cookie is towards the A side as her teammate Lopin has already been taken down with relatively ease. And once again, Sharang with the support of Napsky is going to take towards this A-long position. Meanwhile, Blista and Nove is moving towards Cat as they already got the kill towards the sole defender towards that A side. So leaving them in an open plan, but a mispick there, giving Risa a free kill. So in a 2-on-3 situation, do they actually go for it, risk everything in the back, or do they actually save this, as it's looking pretty impossible to retake with no nades? They do have diffuse kits, so they are really counting on this play by Aina to probably get themselves 1 or 2 kills before Risa can actually make her move into the bomb site.
We have to even things out and even things out, and Nain will do. Getting a headshot onto us now. Blizzard onto the long area, but she will be pushed back. There is still at least Napsky on the pit area. This is going to be a default plan as Napsky gets a headshot onto his Risa. It's going to be a Nain all alone. Tries to get a defuse, tries to get a peek as well, but Blizzard will be able to clean her head off. And Female Fighter is going to take the lead for the first time in the first map. 14 to 13. G-First has to eco once again.
Yep, I mean, they in this kind of situation, they should definitely not eco, go for the force up, because that's what they've been doing for the next couple of rounds. And looks like they're going to force up once again as Lisa, Aina will get FAMASas. Meanwhile, Aurela, Lopines and Frozen Cookie will get M4, but with not much utilities. This round could be over for them in a short while, as looks like Female Fighter is taking some control towards this B position, waiting for any crosses to pass. Yep. As Aina is holding towards his car position with the support of Aurela towards that middle position. So Aina will be under a lot of pressure if they just raw pick her. Managed to get a first kill.
And Mike
could even go in for more, as Napsky is the only one here.
Yeah, but Napsky is going to back off there with the AWP.
And Sharong managed to get a kill onto Risa towards that A-long position. So somehow, once again, evening up things for Team Female Fighters. And once again, in a 4-on-4 situation on a map like Dasu, it definitely favor the terrorists, because the counter-terrorists need to split up the defense, setting up 2 players towards that B position, and this time putting Lopiness towards that mid, and just Frozen Cookies by her lonesome towards that A position. So if female fighters go for this split towards this cat and A long position, Frozen Cookies will be under a lot of pressure, but Lopiness comes with a backup from City Spawn, so she would have some kind of backup if they actually make this hit go.
Sharon holding on towards catwalk as gets a kill on towards Lopinas, might get a second here. Peeks at the wrong time, so misses the kill.
And Napsky will come in from the A long position, not giving Frozen Cookie any chance. And yep, once again, looks like round over. So female fighter will be on match point first, unless Aurela and Aina come in with some crazy retake, as Blister will deny that, taking down Aina, leaving just Aurela in a 1-on-4. The best you could actually hope for is just save that gun once again. I mean, it's the story for the last 8 rounds basically, as female fighters somehow managed to get their groove and managed to string a couple of rounds and get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, first half probably just a warm-up half for them. Right now they have been just cruising away on the terrorist side, as we're going to go into round 29. Female fighter on match point.
Yep, looks like female fighters have 2 chances to close this before it goes to overtime. And yep, Blister will take down Aurela, putting salt into the wound, not giving them to save any guns going into this round.
They're going to have a really strained and forced buy here for the side of G First Ladies.
They do not have anyone above 4,000, so the best they could actually hope for is maybe an M4 with body armor without any helmets.
Yeah. And very limited utilities.
Very
as
limited utilities. They will not have as much diffuse kit. They will definitely not have the money for the incendiaries unless they just downgrade themselves to a MP7, MP5 or UMP.
But they're gonna take a pause here, trying to figure out the best way forward. Riza already bought out a FAMAS as well as body armor, so definitely they have to have at least one sacrificial player here to buy out the utilities to even make this a close round. Because right now, we look at female fighter, they have all the money in the world, all the utilities, all the guns, and all the money to lose out at least 2 more rounds, because they're not afraid at all right now.
Yep. At one point, it was 13-7 for First Ladies, and female fighters hit back strongly with 8 rounds on the trot, and not giving G First Lady any chances in that round, just pushing them back to go for the saves. And this is not looking good, as female fighter looks to be strong to close out this map, as once again we'll see the op onto Napsky, and she has been one of the outstanding players in this map. I mean, getting 24 kills against 19, even supported closely by Blister and Nauve, also at the 20s. Meanwhile, Sharong is not too far behind, Whitney slightly further back a bit, but if the team is getting the job done, I mean, there's nothing to complain about that. Meanwhile, on the G First Lady, Aurela and Frozen Cookies are a little bit behind. Meanwhile, the other 3, Risa, Lopinez and Aina, are playing around the same level. I mean, Risa is actually head-to-head with Napsky for the best player of this match so far. But we'll have to see as the buy comes out onto G First Lady. It's not looking good. A Scout, a AUG, a FAMAS, an MP9. I mean, mixed buy over here, and they really need to make this work or not. Female fighter will be taking map number 1, giving themselves an advantage going into this best of 3.
Yeah, smoke off onto towards upper tunnels. Napsky has to take some shots in the dark, but not going to connect onto anyone. No one's actually going to try and peek out there. But still, plenty of time left remaining for the side of female fighter to try and get some information around the map, as we do see a Sharon pushing towards mid, trying to maybe catch someone out here. Lopinas is in the CT base position, holding on with a Mac-10, with a SMG, but not going to get anything done there. Now pushing on towards catwalk, spots someone out there, but not going to get any shots there. Aurela as well as Frozen Cookies holding on towards the side.
Yep, and looks like they're gonna pincer this A attack, throwing some utilities to it, trying to bail out the position. Gets a free headshot there onto Aurela. So a lot of pressure will be under the hands of Frozen Cookies. Gets the spot towards long, but Blister will take her down. Aina will hit back with 1, but it's a little bit too late, as Nauve will chime in, taking down Lopinez, leaving Risa and Aina in this 2-on-4 situation. Do or die, or female fighter will walk away with map number 1.
Yeah, difficult situation right now. It's a 1-on-4. She's gonna get to bring down Sharong, but 1 versus 3 scenario is not any better as the bomb is already starting to tick down. She's running out of time. She has to make a movement here as she gets hit by behind by Naobe, and they finish things off. Female fighter coming back from behind with a 9-round streak and manages to take the first map.
Very convincing victory over there, showing us why that this map is in the pool and why they decide to choose the city side. Means they really had confidence on their Terry side to actually pull the game back together, and they did that with with so good call, so good pressure, and the op play onto Napsky is so good, and they managed to eke out that map 16-13. So we'll be heading on to the Inferno, I think, shortly.
Yep, we're going to go into Inferno, the second map of this best of 3 series. Whoever wins this finals will be making it their way towards the WESG Southeast Asia finals happening in Kuala Lumpur. But before we head into the second map, guys, we'll be heading to a short break before we come back with map number 2. It's going to be played on Inferno. Female fighter versus G First Ladies. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be back real soon.
What makes a champion? Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.
Never stop, you can only get better. The only one that can hold you back is yourself.
We are the composers of our own destiny. Nothing is out of reach if we dare to dream the impossible. Believe the unbelievable and never take no for an answer. Because greatness is in all of us. For we are all champions.
Charter Prime is an international financial services group providing cutting-edge trading technology and brokerage liquidity. Specializing in international equities, stocks, foreign exchange, and CFDs, we are a part of a huge global market consisting of $7 trillion in daily trading volume. Stringent regulations, strong strategic partnerships, and exceptional client support ensure we deliver only the best.
make the champion. Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.
Never stop, you can only get better. The only one that can hold you back is yourself.
We are the composers of our own destiny. Nothing is out of reach if we dare to dream the impossible. Believe the unbelievable and never take no for an answer. Because greatness is in all of us. For we are all champions.
Charter Prime is an international financial services group providing cutting-edge trading technology and brokerage liquidity. Specializing in international equities, stocks, foreign exchange, and CFDs, we are a part of a huge global market consisting of $7 trillion in daily trading volume. Stringent regulations, strong strategic partnerships, and exceptional client support ensure we deliver only the best.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Electronic Sports Games Indonesian National Finals, where we've just seen female fighter staging a comeback from G1 Ladies Star Team A. And right now we're going to jump into Game 2, which we'll be playing on Inferno, where we'll find out who will be representing Indonesia in the WHG Southeast Asia Finals. My name is Zero, and joining me is Trevor. And what do you think about the first game?
What an intense game was that. I mean, all in all, I thought G1 Lady already got that map wrapped up. But somehow female fighters, they brought out their inner spirit. They fought back from the brink of defeat and managed to overcome Team G1 Lady. So going into this map, the momentum will definitely be on them. But we'll see as G1 Lady also put up a pretty good show, and they have some star players in the likes of Aurela with that op, and also Risa holding the rifles. And looks like female fighters will be winning the 9th round, so they will be deciding to choose. And most probably they will be switching over to the counter-terry side. And yep, they will be starting on the counter-terry side, and G1 Lady will be going on the offense first. So definitely G1 Lady will need to dictate the momentum and try to get some rounds and get a healthy lead going into the first half, because if they give too much room for female fighters can definitely come back from it. And looks like Nove is the only one buying utilities with a nade, but a good nade towards this B, taking 3 guys down to half HP, but the trades come in eventually, and somehow G1 Lady is on the upper hand in this half, getting 2 kills, but the damage has already been done.
We still have Sharong holding on to his new box, but she falls as well. Lupinas will be the one to clean off her head. Blazer moving onto his construction, gets a kill onto his Lupina, so 2 versus 3 scenario. Actually makes it a 2 versus 2 as Riza gets killed off, jumping in midair. We have 1 holding on to his banana, 1 towards Dark. So Anaine does have a lot of work to do by herself. She is going to fall here, being brought down there by Blizzard.
What a play there. But Aurela can change the outcome of the round, but Blister will come in with that 4th kit of hers, getting the defuse kit and winning the first round for female fighters. I mean, coming in with a retake like that, getting 4 kills and the bomb defuse definitely is a good start once again for Team Female Fighters.
Nicely done there by female fighter. We've seen them play against G1 Lady Star Team B yesterday on Inferno as well, where they had a 16-1, 16-2 scoreline. 16-2 scoreline, so they definitely know the ways around this map. But still, we've seen G1 Lady Star Team A come out with huge leads as well. But they're going to lose out the pistol round. It's going to be female fighter on the bye here at G1 Lady Star A.
Just getting a couple of upgraded pistols, a Tech 9, a Jiggle, and 2 P250s. Meanwhile, Aurela most probably is going to save for that op, trying to bring it out as early as possible because she can do a lot of damage with that weapon. And looks like G1 Lady is already up towards this A side. They have Sharong, but she gets traded immediately, leaving Blister to defend the bomb side all on her own. But she does a good job getting a triple kill, triple headshots, leaving just Lopines, and Napsky will chime in with the last stabilizing back the round for Team Female Fighters.
Very nicely done there by Blizzard. 2 rounds, 7 kills already on her, and she's going to be freaking rich right now. Being able to buy up as well as get some utilities on her as well. 7-0 and 0 is her current score. She's been carrying her entire team so far. Able to hold on to her side all by herself. Getting a triple headshot in the last round as we've seen as well. 4 kills in the first round, definitely a lot of firepower on her.
And because of that bomb plant, Risa can bring out the op relatively easy into the first gun round. But once again, Napsky will have one of her own. And both of these oppers has been going head to head couple of times onto Dustu, and it's always favoring the person on towards the T side. But going into a map like Inferno where it don't really favors the op on the Terry side, so we'll see what kind of damage that actually Risa can do with this. As looks like she's taking a walk with Lopines towards this second mid position, maybe trying to pick down towards this middle position, as female fighters are just playing relatively back, relatively passive, knowing that the AKs is already up. So trying to use their utility to their advantage, as the utility will be slightly lacking on the Terry side. Meanwhile, the setup on the B side is relatively good, as Nauve and Whitney has some forward position, but unfortunately the attack will be towards this A. Napsky release a shot towards Arch and falls back. Meanwhile, Blister is gating, traded by Orella. Napsky will chime in with one. Miss a shot towards that pit position, and somehow with 2 quick kills, Elaine and Lopines give G First Lady the open bomb site, and Whitney and Nauve coming in with a retake with just 2 SMGs. I mean, Nauve managed to upgrade herself to an op, but retaking in this kind of situation is definitely difficult. She's trying to wait out for Whitney whether she can do any kind of damage before Nauve actually commits in, but Nauve will get taken down, so looks like round is definitely over, as she will be triple pick, managing to do damage onto Lopines and Aina, but she'll be get taken down immediately. So G First Lady hitting back right away in the first gun round, not giving female fighter any chance to build up their economy. And because of losing that round, female fighter will need to take 1 eco and probably buy up into the next, as G First Lady will get a healthy buy, and looks like they will be tying up the score once again after this round.
Yeah, that round was just too close. If Napsky was able to land the shot on towards Pit, things may have been just completely different, but because of that right now, they are facing an eco against a full buy coming from the side of G First Ladies. Round 4 right now. Still plenty of time left remaining, as we have 2 very aggressive CTs on towards the apartments.
But we have Lopines watching this. I mean, maybe they actually watched the match from yesterday and they know that female fighter likes to be aggressive, definitely towards this position, just waiting for any aggression. Meanwhile, Sharon is just holding towards this boiler position, and she might be greeted soon by the incoming terrorists, as Aina makes her way towards this boiler position and will clear out that position relatively soon. Managed to get a nice spray, but Sharon will chime in with one. But she gets traded immediately, leaving just Whitney and Nauve in this 2-on-4 situation. Nauve is just only rotated towards this A side. Meanwhile, the rest of the terrorist members are already towards this A side. But if she can actually get these 2 kills and cut off the bomb, but a quick shot there, quick snap by Orella, leaving just Whitney in this 1-on-4 situation. Practically unwinnable, but the best you can do is actually maybe get a gun, maybe still a couple of kills away, but winning the round is definitely a long shot.
She has a CZ, which is very lethal close range, and Lethal gets herself an op. She's going to run away with the op. So nicely done by her, making the best out of a terrible situation.
Yep, definitely, and she could just drop over this op onto Napsky, as Napsky will be slightly dented with her money, is slightly low compared to other teammates. So with this gun, with this AWP safe brought into this next round, definitely they can have a healthy buy and utility to support them all around to try to make the comeback and not give First Lady an early advantage start like we saw in the first match.
Risa is rotating in,
Risa is coming in, but she didn't check the angle, and Whitney takes her down. Frozen Cookie is too far away, so the op is brought on to round number 5 and is quickly dropped onto the hands of Napsky. Meanwhile, the rest of them buys up 2 M4s and 2 FAMAS to accompany that op. And looks like we're gonna go into round number 5 with a full buy onto both teams. This time, the op not onto Orella's hands.
Yeah, it's gonna be an op. There's no op actually for the side of G1st. They're gonna try and get some information down here. We have 2 towards second mid, 2 towards mid as well. Actually 3 towards second mid. Looks like they're gonna give up on Banana completely, where we have Nalve as well as Whitney holding on towards the side. Blitzer as well as Napsky, and of course Sharong holding on towards the A side. Sharong playing the apartment area. Wow, Blitzer just keeping herself tucked in into her side there. Mid is still smoked out, so they're gonna have to wait a few more seconds, but looks like this is gonna be a quad smoke. No, Frozen Cookies thinks otherwise. 1 minute left remaining.
Yep, they still have a lot of utility to actually play with. And they even have Aurela watching down any banana aggression, which is shown time and time again by Team Female Fighters, but it's not to come. And looks like the aim game for Team G1st Ladies towards this A side, as utility is being thrown in. Frozen Cookie makes her way towards top of middle, probing into the bomb side, but little do they know, Napsky is already watching the cross from library, but she misses them, gets attacked towards Aurela, but Lister will finish her off through inside the bomb side. This crossfire setup by Blister and Napsky is proving too much, as they manage to get 3, but somehow Risa will come in with a double kill of her own, leaving Whitney and Nalve in this 2-on-2 retake, and Nalve is only now coming into the A side. So definitely Risa and Elaine, Aina can set up for a better post plant position, as Risa is holding towards this bomb side, even have Aina watching the cross towards that A shot and F's position. Whitney will come in with 1, and Nalve will swing out, getting the kill onto Elaine. So somehow they managed to make that retake work, and looks like they will not be getting the op, and that's a big misplay there. I mean, Whitney could have gone for the op, but somehow Nalve will get that op, and most probably passing on to the hands of Napsky once again, who has been the main opper and one of the star players of the Team Female Fighters squad.
That round was definitely too close to call there, much closer than Female Fighter would have liked. They were up 4-2 in terms of numbers, but got widowed down there by Risa. Right now, heading in towards round 6. Looks like we're gonna have another buy on both sides. An op held there by Frozen Cookies this time. For the side of G1st, they have been swapping out their oppers. We've seen Aurela holding on towards the op. We've seen Risa using the op as well, but right now they're gonna trust the op on towards Frozen Cookies.
Yep, definitely. Maybe Frozen Cookies is not really feeling her rifle, so maybe she would just want to warm up with the op, because she's only at 1 kill after 7 rounds, so that's not too good. But nevertheless, we'll see how this round spans out, as looks like once again G1st Lady is going to make their way towards this middle position, supported by Aina, who's taking some control towards that second mid and apartment position.
Yeah, Female Fighter, we've seen them play very aggressively yesterday, but today they are taking more of a passive approach.
Yep, so unlike them.
Not pushing out aggressively, not doing any aggressive movements, but right now we're going to have a arch smoke coming from the CT Terry side, but Sharong pushes in at the right time, gets a kill onto his Aurela, but gets killed off there by Risa. Blizzard is once again holding onto his side, gets a kill onto his Risa, might get a second, actually not enough, as Elaine will be able to get a kill onto her as well. 3 vs 3 scenario, Napsky almost getting a tag, but Napsky gets killed off there by Frozen Cookies with the op. And Lopinas will chime in as well with a kill on towards Whitney. Nalve picks in, gets a kill on towards Lopinas, but not before taking a bunch of damage onto her as well. So she's tagged down very low, 22 HP left remaining, gets a flash on towards the pit area. But there is an up. You have to look at a pit right about now. Gets, missed shot, so she knows where she is. Rotation incoming from Inane, and will be able to get her kill on towards Nalve. So G1st once again ties things up, 3-3 right now, as we hit to round 7. Female Fighter will have to eco once again.
Yep, economy on the Female Fighter side not looking too good, as G1st Lady somehow managed to make that A attack work in their favor, and looks like Female Fighter will be taking a tactical timeout, trying to figure out how to actually defend this G1st Ladies. Maybe they should stop playing a little bit too passive and go a little bit more aggressive, because when they go aggressive, they will catch their opponents off guard, as we saw what they did, how they demolished Team G1st Ladies, Team B yesterday. But Team G1st Ladies, they're looking like a different beast altogether, as somehow they are making the rounds much closer, even winning a couple of clutches in their favor. And looks like we're still into the timeout, still trying to figure out on how they want to play out this round, as money is not good on female fighters' side.
Yeah, they can force out a few pistols, but definitely would not be that great facing up against all these AKs coming from the side of G-First ladies. Timeout has to be used, I think, mostly on the side of female fighters.
Yep, and knowing that they have just been resetted, they are going to fully invest into it, as Blister spends all her money going for the CZ and a flash. Meanwhile, the rest will have just some money in the bank, but with this kind of thing, looks like they're going to go for a double eco after this, if they cannot pull this round back. Meanwhile, on the Terry side, the buy is looking fantastic, as once again, Aurela will bring out the SSG. She'll get a couple of free shots down towards this middle position. Not really doing anything. Elaine will come in with one.
Oh, but for Aurela, not getting any as of yet. Gets killed off there by Nauve. So this is 2 versus 1 scenario. Nauve picks up the op.
Did this happen? I mean, the HP combined, I mean, Nauve has more HP than the both of the terrorist member do, Risa and Lopines.
She has no armor though, so that's one thing facing up against some AKs.
Yeah. And so the best that actually G-First could actually do is go in as a duo and go for the trade, as Nauve is holding the op, so she would have some recovery time to actually get off the second shot. But G-First lady, knowing that Nauve would probably have a gun after this, they're just playing it very slow, knowing that they have more than 1 minute on the clock. They're just taking this slow stroll down towards these apartments, trying to clear out all angles, try to spot where Nauve is playing from with that op. And looks like she's rotating towards the correct bomb site, but she's only having the cross mark towards that lane position. Meanwhile, both the terrorists are trying to go out this boiler and apartment position, with Lopines already clearing the site. Looks like Risa will come in immediately, but that shot fired, and Nauve will come in with a shot. So they know what is happening on both sides. Nauve even gets to spot out the second person who is playing from side. So she has all the info needed, but can she make it work? I mean, she don't have a kit, so she really needs to get going or just pull back and go for the save. So that's a smarter decision there, knowing that she doesn't have a kit, she doesn't have Kevlar. Going in on a 1-on-2 retake with an op is definitely unlikely to win the round. So bringing into the op into round number 8 is definitely a good thing, because with the money they have and the round loss bonus is only at 2 rounds, they would definitely cannot afford to get that up with their own money. And looks like you get an exit kill onto Lopines, so not too shabby there for Nauve. But nevertheless, first ladies, they are back in the lead once again. So it's a very back and forth game in this early game in the second map.
Yeah, managed to get a dent to the economy of G-First as well, as they were forced to rebuy on 4 of their members. Very, very tough situation. If either of them loses, if G-First loses, they'll be forced to a eco the next round. So this round is very important to hold on to their lead, because if they lose this round, this is pretty much tied up once again. Female fighter does not have a buy right now, only the up held there by Nauve. Going towards the B site.
Yep.
Where
Sky and Sharong is playing aggressive towards this apartment position, and this is what I talk time and time again. But look at this. I mean, G-First ladies is so prepared. They also have 2 guys waiting, but Risa will go in first. Maybe not going to expect the second guy, as Sky will go in for the trade. We'll see how much that Lopines wants to commit. She's not really going to commit, just waiting for the rest of the teammates to make their way towards middle and slowly hit on this A side, knowing that they have the better weaponry. They could actually make this work if they go in for the trades. Yeah,
Naskai not able to get the gun that was dropped down, so she's still holding on only to that CZ. But here comes the push on towards quad. Here comes the CZ, nicely done there by Blizzard, getting a first kill onto his Frozen Cookies, but gets traded off there. Naskai not able to do any damage, as she gets killed off there by Lupinus as well. So 2 versus 3 scenario, 2 in the pit area. Whitney with the CZ as well, not able to connect any shots on towards Aurela, as Nauve rotates in with the op, gets picked off there by Aurela. So that's going to be a 3 versus 1 scenario. Whitney is going to go for the op as well.
And
they're going to save the op.
Save the op, bring it into the next round, drop it onto Napsky's hands and make her do some magic with it. I mean, she has done it time and time again with a single op. And most probably that is what Whitney's aim goal in this round is, because in a 1-on-3 situation with no defuse kit, it's definitely not likely she's going to win the round. So a good start there by First Ladies. Not letting the last map play into their heads, throwing a big lead. And once again, looks like they're gonna go into the second half very strongly, as they already have 5 terrorist rounds. And once again, the buy can come up onto Team Female Fighters, but utility will be lacking, as Blister is only down to a smoke, and now she doesn't have any. She only has that M4 to play. So if she gets into a icky situation with a couple of terrorists around her, it's hard for her to actually make things work.
Yep, Bai definitely not favoring the side of female fighter. Frozen Cookies hanging around at banana, hopefully to catch someone pushing out aggressively, but no cigar on the side. Orella does still have the up, and utilities are aplenty for the terrorist side. Much less considering the side of female fighter, only walking around with a few flashes, some Molotov as well, but definitely not enough if you compare both sides. I mean, the bomb is being held there by Lupinas towards the second, the T-Abs area, but they are not committing to any single side yet. Hopefully that hopeful that one of their teammates will be able to get a pick, or at least some information before they commit to one of these sites.
Yep, I mean, Frozen Cookie is just playing towards his top of banana, baiting out some utilities, which is very limited on the counter-terry side, and she's done a good job, leaving just Whitney with a flash towards that B side. But they're making their way towards this A, so they will still need to come across the op onto the hands of Napsky, who is holding down this apartment position from this graveyard position, as Sharong and Blister will get 2 nice kills, giving them the man advantage. Napsky will get 1 kill, even spots the second, gets her while she's rotating. Risa will hit back with 1, but in a 1-on-3 with just 25 seconds, she don't have the bomb. It's a pretty lost round, but the best you can do is actually maybe get 1 or 2 kills and staying alive with the op, and not giving female fighter a op going into the next round, as once again Napsky getting 2 good kills there actually shut down the attack by G First Ladies.
Napsky, what seemed to be an impossible shot on the second shot as she was fading down. Well, I mean, falling down, actually connects with the hit and makes this push. Oh,
What?
Risa!
And yep, why not? Getting
We have seen some fantastic flick shots today.
Yep, and that is damage done by G First Lady. Even though losing the round, the buy onto the female fighter side will not be good, as they will be yielding 2 FAMASas and a UMP after winning a round. Meanwhile, the Terry side, they will have to force up themselves, getting 2 AK-47s, 2 Deagles, and to support the op once again back onto the hands of Orella.
You have a very closely contested map you've seen so far. Female fighter and G First Lady Star A not really letting any single team run away with this map. So we head into round 10. This is going to be another important map. Whoever wins this round will go into the next few rounds quite comfortably, as the opponent will be forced into at least a double eco. So we have once again another A play here. We've seen it being shut down there by Napsky with the op at the pit area. Can she do it again? Only Napsky left. Actually, Napsky is the only one left in towards B side, holding on with the op at the coffin area.
Yep, and she will be under a lot of pressure soon, as looks like G First Lady is going to make their aim attack towards this B bomb site, as only Frozen Cookie is thrown towards his apartment area, trying to bait out some distraction. She always spots the guy towards that pit position, but Blister will take her down with relatively ease, and the hit is on, as Visa is the first person in with that Deagle, managed to smoke off all the key choke points, pushing back Team Female Fighters to come in for this 4-on-5 retake.
Yeah, mistaken stack there on towards A. We have Sharong moving towards Banana, but gets picked off there by Orella, holding on to the top of Banana quite nicely. One player playing for New Box. Oh, Napsky has to back off, has to be supported by the teammates, and she's all alone right now. It gets a kill onto Risa. What? And this is still doable for her, as Anane and Orella down to very, very low health, but Napsky not going to risk it. Going to back off towards Ruins, and it's going to save up the op.
And once again, G First Lady make that buy work with 2 Deagles and op onto Orella. And yep, I now will put salt into the wound, not giving Napsky to save that op. And once again, female fighter has been broken, as 4 of them will be under the 2K mark, with only Blisters having some extra money with slightly above 3,000, as she drops a couple of pistols around, trying to give her teammate extra firepower to try to get some guns or maybe try to steal out a round, but it's not looking too likely. As once again now they will go 5 guys towards this mid position, and a nice stack there onto Sharong by the op of Orella.
Definitely a very difficult round, as Naove, Whitney and Sharon last fall, but not before they bring down Risa, so at least they get one gun out of the hands of the CTs, but that from the terrorists, but that is all she wrote, as they're gonna lose all of the members heading towards round number 12. They don't have any buy as of yet, so they do have to pretty much give out this round as well.
Yep, definitely. They have to go for another eco because they could not afford to go up with an op onto the hands of Napsky. But somehow, I mean, Sharong, I think maybe it's a miss by getting a P90 with no armor. So I don't know how that this gun is actually going to play. She actually just drops the gun to Blister because Blister, she does have Kevlar and helmet, so it's better for her to actually take the engagement.
She is the top fragger for the team as well, so a lot of hopes are hanging across her shoulders. Frozen Cookie is pushing aggressively on towards top of Banana. Yes, smoked off though. Teammates are there. Natsa gets a kill on towards Risa, so that's a start, at least for the T side, for the CT side on towards apartments. But right now there's going to be a banana push coming in. Whitney holding on to the angle with the CZ, not able to get any single kill, get some damage done, but Naomi gets a kill on towards a Nain, but she will fall in the end as well. Frozen Cookies will be the one to get a kill. Blizzard with the P90 rotating in towards construction.
Yep, and now this P90 can do a lot of damage because Frozen Cookie is a little bit low, so 1 or 2 bullets will definitely end her life, but Orella will come in with that op once again, shutting down that retake from the banana position, leaving just Blister with her P90. Most probably will just back off, trying to get some exit kill. Gets a nice kill onto Frozen, but what else can she do? I mean, pre-fires that spot onto Orella, spots out the position of Lopines, but without a kit and time already running down, she cannot do anything, as Lopines will swing out wide, take her down, doubling up the lead for G First Lady, 8-4.
Right now, they do have a buy for the start of Freedom Fighter. It's going to be a random mixed buy with a UMP, a couple of M4s as well. Do they have an op? No, they do not. So there's going to be UMPs and M4s all around. Let's see what they can do with this, as we're going to a more one-sided T side, at least for the start of Inferno. G First stealing away with 8 rounds so far and heading to round 13. Orella still holding on towards the op. She's been getting mixed success with the op for sure, but definitely it has made an impact in a couple of these rounds.
Definitely, and the buy onto Female Fighter is not looking too good, as Sharong is downgraded onto a UMP. Meanwhile, the rest have M4s and only 1 defuse kit onto Naove. So if the bomb actually goes down and the kit is dropped in the wrong position, this round could be actually over for Female Fighters. And looks like G-First Lady is going to make their attack towards this A position. But we have a nice setup towards this middle position, with Sharong playing above the boiler and Blister just playing under her to have any support. Meanwhile, putting Napsky towards that pit position to anchor any movement out towards the apartment position. As Blister will swing in back, gets a double kill and fall back to the side.
Gets a double, has to reload, now gets spotted out there by the Hay. And gets a triple kill onto his Reza as well. Nicely done there, holding onto the side, making things work. And Frozen Cookie is holding on to the bomb, has to rotate back. She might run into Whitney here without her gun out, but actually wins the duel despite...
What? How?
Not taking a lot of damage though. She's down at 6 HP, but she definitely will be able to get the bomb down. Or is she, as the rotation...
Yep, she could definitely get the bomb down.
Nope, not enough time.
Will deny her and picks up an AK for herself. So somehow Female Fighter actually bring that round back with that buy.
Blister, what a hold on towards the A side all by herself.
Yep, she has been one of the outstanding players throughout this series and even the series yesterday that they won. I mean, she's really carrying Female Fighters on her back, as Whitney and Sharong is not having the game of their life. I mean, with only 3 to 4 kills after 13 rounds, that's not too good. Meanwhile, they go for some banana aggression with 3-person towards this setup, and most probably setting up a boost for Napsky, who will be boosted onto the half wall. Will get an easy kill onto Aina and just fall back like that.
Nicely done there. Going to stop the banana push from getting any sort of information. So right now the terrorists are going to move towards mid. As well as second mid, trying to take control of the apartments as well. We have Sharong moving back towards the pit to try and back up Blister on this position. Oh, Reza is at boilers. Hopefully get some pick as well towards quad, but no one's picking out. Flash a smoke on towards quad. They might rotate in towards arch as well. It's gonna be a 4 versus 4 at this bomb site with Whitney still left behind there. But now able to get a kill, but gets shielded off there by Aurela as well. So 3 versus 3 scenario. Sharong onto the pit.
Didn't realize the guy jumping down, but she managed to get the kill. And once again, Blister with a double kill onto the A side. Managed to seal the round for G First Ladies. And going into this last round, finally Female Fighters has broken the economy of the G First Lady. And what a time to actually do it. So they could actually, if they could actually clean up this one, they could actually go into the second half with just a 1 round deficit.
Definitely much closer round that was anticipated on both sides. Ooh, Blister holding on to that angle has been very lethal so far in the first few rounds and in the past few rounds in between. Aggressive banana at the top of banana play there by now, as well as another player, as well as Whitney it seems, while Sharong is boosted up there on towards quad.
Very nice position for her to play. She has support once again from Blister and Napsky playing towards this railing position. And looks like G First Lady is going to set up for this A attack. Just waiting out for the utilities to burn out from the counter side. Meanwhile, Frozen Cookie will be leading the charge with the trusty deagle of hers. As the rest of her comrades will come in, spraying out their utilities and going towards the arch side. So
mid to be pushed, but Reza gets a kill onto Sharong, but gets killed off there by Blister as well.
Blister will be under a lot of pressure as she will be backstabbed by the whole members of G First Lady, and somehow they managed to make that work with just pistols and SMG, leaving Whitney and Nauve to come in with the retake in a 2-on-4 situation. They do have a flash and kit, so they definitely need to get their boots on and start moving on. G First will be going into the second half with a 3-round lead. And yep.
3-round lead, it will be at least for the side of G First, as we will swap sides. Female Fighter heading in towards the terrorist side, while G First will be going towards the CT's 9-6 scoreline. Is that enough for G First?
It should be, because this is more of a counter-terrorist side, but if Female Fighter can actually win out the pistol, control the economy early on, putting G First Ladies in a lot of awkward buys, resets, then definitely they can actually pull this back, because we saw what kind of comeback they actually did in the first half. It was an 8-round deficit, and this one is only a 3-round deficit, so it's definitely doable, but it all comes down to this pistol round.
Yeah, Napsky has been great, but she gets her head hit off there by Aurela. USP doing things here as Nauve, as well as the rest of the team, is going to push out towards apartments very aggressively.
And that's a big loss there by Team Female Fighter, because Napsky was holding the only utilities that the terrorist side had, with that 1 smoke and 2 flashes. And look like they just have to go out rawly based on aim. They get the first kill and the second kill. Lopines will chime in with 1, leaving us in a 3-on-3 retake with no kit. On the counter-terrorist side, it will definitely be difficult, but they need to move in fast as Frozen Cookie will take down Blister. Lopines will chime in, taking out Whitney, leaving just Sharong to defend. Managed to get the first kill,
Sharong
but
still
she
holding
needs to
on
reload, and she's very low, but Aurela will finish her off.
Plenty of time left to defuse. Very close round, in fact, at least a piece around, but it will be G First Lady Star A able to get the first round and take this into round 10, most likely 11 as well, as there's not going to be any money for Female Fighter. They have to eco at least a single round, or they can force it out. We've seen teams force out right after the pistol round, thanks to the lost
if
bonus.
they could actually force up 4 Galils and a UMP, it would definitely be a better buy compared to the counter-terrorists. But little do they know, they would not know what G First Lady is bringing into this round, so they will decide for the latter, go for an eco and bring out the AKs into the next round, as looks like they're going to go for a fast B play.
Fast speed play might be shut down right away as Frozen Cookies get a kill on towards Whitney.
But somehow they made it work with just that P250 onto the hands of Napsky. Even managed to pick up a scout and an MP9. So coming into this retake with 3 SMGs, definitely Female Fighter have a chance to turn this round right on his head.
Yep, definitely not undoable as Whitney actually gets killed off there by Nane, gets a kill onto Snapsky as well. Sharong spots out a rotation, comes in from behind, gets a kill onto Slopinas, might get a second, no she will not. Reza will finish off Sharong, and that's going to be the bomb defuse. Nicely done there by G-First, keeping the dream alive, defusing the bomb as well.
Yeah, but somehow they managed to get 3 kills, a bomb down, so it's definitely a good job by Female Fighters. And because of that bomb plant, they could just buy up the op onto the hands of Napsky, even getting a smoke and a flash to support her with that, as the rest of the teammates will get full utilities Molotov onto all of the teammates, so definitely a good buy onto them.
Yeah, let's see what sort of play, what sort of execution will they do this time, as they're gonna throw a very aggressive Molotov on towards top of Banana, but not gonna catch anyone out as of yet.
Just exchanging some nades, getting to know who will control Banana, and looks like Female Fighters coming out on top, as Nove will get the top of Banana control without much pressure from G-First Ladies. Meanwhile, Sharong and Blister is already moving up towards mid, just probing behind the smoke, not revealing their positions away. Meanwhile, Blister is towards this boiler position.
Lupina's holding on towards Arch by herself here. Doesn't have really backup, so if they smoke things out, they might be able to catch her, but she will be the one to catch out Lupina's as well as Blister. Reza able to kill off Sharong as well, so this crossfire has been very, very good for the side of G-First Ladies. And Nane doesn't get a kill on towards Napsky as well, so that's the up down, and Reza with the last headshot will be able to bring down Nave and bring this to around 19 with a 6-12 scoreline, doubling the amount of rounds that Female Fighter did get.
Yep, definitely G-First Ladies looking pretty damn good in this map, as Lupines and Aina just shut down that mid push with a double kill each, not giving Female Fighter a chance. And once again, Female Fighter will go onto a force up, this time with 4 AKs and the UMP onto the hands of Napsky.
And Napsky definitely can do this. Blister as well, we've seen fantastic individual play from themselves, but right now they have to start playing as a team, make the rotations as soon as possible. They're going to be facing a lot of pressure here, as 2 towards Banana, 1 towards mid. Two towards mid and 1 towards apartments. Oh, Reza had the shot first, but Napsky able to get her head, so that's going to be 1 gun down at least. Now it does fall towards
Aurelas up towards this B side, pushing back, just leaving Whitney just to create some distraction, so that G-First Lady can keep 2 guys towards this A position. Meanwhile, her teammates is trying to go towards this A, and the distraction or caused by Whitney managed to pull 2 guys towards the CT position, as Aina will be under a lot of pressure as 2 guys is coming to the short position, and Blister will delete her off the map with that nice headshot. Napsky will take down Frozen, leaving just Lopines and Aurela on this 2-on-3 situation.
the bomb's going to go down, so they're going to play against time here as Lopinas gets tagged down to half health here by Napsky.
And looks like they are already backing off, knowing going in for this retake is definitely unlikable, as they would want to save this op, not giving a free AWP towards the hands of terrorists, but somehow Napsky already has 1 she picked up from somewhere in this map, and she could definitely do a lot of damage with that gun, as Female Fighter will finally get the first round of the second half for them, and it's a 7-12 scoreline that we're looking at.
Exactly. 7-12, definitely still in the running is Female Fighter. We've seen them come back from this exact scoreline in the previous round, so not counting them out as of yet. We've seen them work wonders when forced into a very difficult scenario. And right now, this is a very difficult scenario. Let's see what they're going to do. Timeout has been used to discuss between the players to find out the next course of strategy to take a few more rounds.
Yep, definitely First Lady taking this timeout, most probably trying to spread out the wealth, trying to balance out, as Aina will have slightly more money, so most probably that she drop a gun onto her teammates. as Orella and the rest are just buying up full utility. So definitely female fighter is not going to have an easy task going up against this buy as well, as they will have 4 rifles and an AWP. And the AWP battle could definitely be crucial, as Napsky once again will take this position towards mid. Oh, gets the pick from Frozen Cookie, but managed to take her down. I mean, the AWP is not really looking well for Frozen Cookie. And Napsky punished her with that late pick.
Here we go. Orella with the M4, not able to bring down Whitney. Does tag her down low, but Riza is here to try to back him off. Riza just in time gets a kill onto his Whitney, but she gets smoked off, has to move towards construction, going towards the coffin area.
Because of that kill, managed to pull the rotation of Lopines towards this B side. Meanwhile, the hit is gonna be towards this A side relatively shortly, as the sole defender of this A side is only Aina towards his art position, and she might be taken down by the AWP of Napsky, but nicely pulling back at the correct moment.
And once again, banana push coming from the side of female fighter, as Nave is leading the charge. Where are the rest of her teammates? They are
Lisa is gonna go aggressive, not knowing what is behind that wall.
and she gets brought down.
Somehow she gets taken down. She had the right idea. I mean, she had the right timing. Players were holding nades, but a quick headshot just deletes her off the map. So leaving Lopines and Aina in this 2-on-4 situation. Definitely not doable. I think they should just go for the safe, as Blister, what was that? Taking people down through the smoke. But Lopines
doing work here, getting a kill onto Sharong as well as Novia on towards the coffin area, towards New Box, still able to hold on to the sides. Plenty of time left remaining to try and get this defuse down. Smokes off the banana. She's still left all alone here, as we do have a couple of smokers. Might tag someone. She's running out of time. She has the defuse right about now. Well, gets shot off there by Napsky with the AWP. Nicely done there by her. Wallbang, in fact. And female fighter stringing yet another round together, keeping things tight between both of these teams.
Yep, definitely. And because of that 2 rounds consecutively won by Team Female Fighters, they have broken the economy on to G First Lady. So instead of going up against rifles and ops, finally they get some winner going up against these pistols, and most probably they could actually gain some confidence back and try to make this comeback happen once again on this second map, as Blister will throw in a Molotov, not letting any counter-terrorists push towards that boiler position. Meanwhile, it's a A stack for Team G First Ladies with the B side completely vacant, as looks like Whitney is making some ground towards this banana position.
Yeah, it's not going to be... It's all going to be in vain though, as the bomb is still left quite far. And Nain gets a headshot onto his Blizzard, but gets traded out there by Shore, who gets a triple pushing in. She's going to go towards A side, gets another 4 kills for her.
Why not? I mean, give her the ace, please.
Looks
just
like
all
no.
alone, but Whitney will say, nope,
My kill.
my kill. So somehow Female Fighter make it a game once again, as they're only just down by 3.
13 seems to be a bad number. 12, sorry. 12 seems to be a bad number for G First.
Yep, I mean, they were stuck at 13 the previous game, and now they're at 12 for the past 3 rounds. If Female Fighters actually win this round and comes up to a double-digit scoreline, I mean, things can actually go way out of hand, as we saw how they did lost the first map.
It happens once, it might happen again, as we have an aggressive pusher coming from the side of female fighter. Right now feeling much more confident than they were. Now they're pushing very aggressively on top of Banana. Gonna set up a crossfire here. But there's already 2 towards Banana already set up. Gets a smoke on towards the cross. Orella
He's throwing in some utilities,
trying to
keeping
bait some
the 2
rotations.
players at B very honest. And looks like they're gonna head towards this A position once again, as Whitney will be probing towards the middle position. Had a nice headshot there by Lopines, but an instant trade there by Frozen Cookie and falling back.
Still for scenario, as Frozen Cookie gets a kill onto his Blizzard. Picks up the AK as well, so Naove has to move in right about now to catch up. Frozen Cookies. So it looks like she's able to get a kill onto Frozen Cookies.
A triple kill, shutting down the attack all on her own, but now leaving just Aina in this pit position, and now is too ready for that.
Gets the bomb down as well, so this is once again another retake situation for the side of the CTs. G First has to rotate in as soon as possible. They have an up onto his Orella, but this site is already smoked up. Pit will be trying to Molotov up. Orella rotating out towards Library to try to get a different angle on towards them. Now getting boosted out there. As Whitney will fall, the op sees her. She will not see her. Naove gets a kill, and Naove holds on towards the side as well. Riza will fall as female fighter takes another round for themselves as they head into double digits.
Yup, clutch play there coming out from Team Female Fighters, winning out that round. Once again, putting G First Ladies onto an eco. And looks like, yup, the comeback is on once again.
What is happening? This has been the story of the CSGO finals for Indonesia, as no team seems to be able to take very convincing maps so far. It's been very close, at least for the first map. The first day, of course, we had an absolute stomp from a female fighter, but oh, G First, will they be able to get any sort of revenge for their sister team?
I'm not having confidence in that. I mean, if they were coming back from a deficit and they were having the momentum like Female Fighters, maybe. But we saw what happened in the first map. Once Female Fighters get their groove on, they get their game on, they will be an unstoppable force, and it's looking pretty likely as what happened as they have stringed 4 rounds in a row, and once again putting G First Lady onto an eco. And it's not looking good for them as they already have 1 map in the back, and if G First Lady do lose out this map, they will be finishing as runners-up, as Female Fighter will be the champion of this WSG Indonesian.
Yeah, Female Fighter seems to be a team that really needs to give up the first half to get to the groove of things, but they seem to be on fire right now as Blizzard almost at that 30 bomb. And the rest of the teammates are slowly but surely catching up as well.
Yep, Mr.
24.
24 after 22 rounds, so that is pretty damn impressive, more than a kill a round. And so far there's no answer on the counter-terry side, but the good thing about G First Ladies, no one is really lacking behind.
Everyone has been pulling their weight at least, but just been maybe outgunned, maybe some in some situations just unlucky, and that has cost them a few rounds. But timeout has been still used. How long do they have for each timeout? Is it?
If it's a tactical timeout, it will take 30 seconds. And yep, I think maybe they took 2 timeouts together, and looks like the countdown is already running. As once again, G First Lady will go for an eco. Aina picking up a Jiggle. Frozen Cookie picking up a P250. And the rest is just gonna get a flash. I mean, Lopines get a flash. Risa also gets a P250.
Yep.
Aurela not really investing too much. Maybe she wants to get the op into her hands.
Not too much utilities on the CT side, so you're gonna have to play on these tight angles. They're gonna actually put a 4-man stack on towards the B site. Whitney's gonna be the one leading the charge for the terrorists, as we have a boost going on here. 4 of them are still in the site. So if Female Fighter is able to play things slow, gauge where the rest of the CTs are, maybe they'll hit A. But the bomb is still hanging around in this banana area, as we have. Ooh, they heard a shot, but we have Sharong will be walking into Riza very, very soon. Let's see if who will be winning that trade-off here. Riza playing the tight angle here with the P250. Rotation coming in from Anane on towards Library.
Riza is the only person defending this A side. And with already Sharong out towards this pit position, she will be found out relatively soon, gets taken down instantly. Blister and Nova will chime in with 1 each, leaving just Aurela and Lopines lost in this map as
Napsky gets a nice flick as well. Whitney gets a kill onto Lopinas. 1 kill for everyone as they take round number 23 quite easily. Round 24 though, this is where things get interesting. A full buy coming from the side of G First. They're going to have an up on towards Riza. They're going to have all the utilities in the world, and will they make this a game? This is a very important round.
Very important round in the context of this best of 3, as if G First Lady cannot stabilize up and win out this round, Female Fighter will be looking pretty damn good, as the economy onto them, they have at least a buy in the back even without the bomb plant, and it's not looking good, as this time the op will not be onto Aurela's hand. This time it's on Risa.
Yep, they've been switching out their odds quite a bit. Whitney taking a lot of damage here on towards the B side. So she's going to back off. 13 HP, not losing too much. Aurela taking a bit of damage herself. But rotations are going to come in. 4 of the CTs are poised to try and take A side here. Mid is going to be pushed out flash just in time there. Lupinas, able to get a kill onto Whitney. Might get a second and will be able to get a kill onto Snapsky as well. Might get a triple but gets shot down there by Sharong. So at least she gets brought down here. Blizzard to his boiler area through her second mid. Will back off for now. Trying to regain their senses. Gauge where the rest of the CTs are. Looks like they're going to try and hit Banana as rotation is coming in from Orella. So they might have played this con very nicely here. It's going to be only Riza holding on towards the
Coffin position.
towards the coffin position here. She might be overran here as they do have no smokes. Gets a shot onto his Blizzard. Gets a shot onto Sharong as well. She's going to do all this by her own. But she gets brought down there by Nav. The bomb is not on Nav. So she's going to have to back off to get the bomb here, but rotations are already underway. The smoke is still going to last. The bomb will go down. Oh, but no, it actually cancels the fly. Gets a kill onto his Orella. Has a Molotov, but gets the gun out just in time. No, not enough bullets, and now it will fall. Elaine able to get a kill. And
Yep.
G1st, close
Somehow.
call.
She almost managed to turn that into a favor, but because of running out of bullets, giving G1st Lady finally their first round in 6. But going into this round, the reset potential is definitely on as the buy can come back on to female fighters side. And a big misplay there by Team Female Fighters. They had a flash. If they actually flash off that angle, they could actually walk into the B side with Risa not marking. But Risa managed to get 2 kills before. Now they actually goes for the trade. So that is pretty a big misplay there. But going into round number 25, this is where the match can be decided either for Team G1st Lady or Team Female Fighters to make the full comeback.
This late into the map here, round 25. Full buys on both sides. Female Fighter, if they lose their round, they will be on an eco. And they'll be facing round 14 in an eco. Not the best of situations to be in. So they really have to take this round. G1st, if they lose this round, they will be on the eco themselves. So this is another important round as they come in towards the B side. Now they get burned out.
Now from the Molotov, Orella will come in with one through the smoke, but somehow
Sharong gets a double onto Orella and Risa, and the bomb side is wide open once again. Rotation comes in. Blizzard
at this position by Blister. Free kill over there.
gets a second as well on towards Lopinas. Frozen Cookies all by herself. Gets spotted out there. And looks like they will be losing this round. Gets not gonna connect on towards New Box. As 3 of the CTs, 3 of the terrorists still left remaining. Frozen Cookies tagged down to 7. She has to back off right now, but she will get shot down there by Sharong, and she will lose the op as well. Round 25 going towards the way of Female Fighter, and G1st once again forced into an eco.
Yup, and it's not looking good.
Not
Looks
looking good
like
at all.
round 13 is their most unfavored number. I mean, they have been stuck at 13 for the last map for practically like 10 rounds, and once again they are stuck at 13 for I think the past 2 rounds. And with them not having a good buy with only pistols, looks like Female Fighter will be tying up the game once again after this round. But a lot of damage has been done with the nade towards his banana position.
Yeah, full 5-man stack onto his Banana, but they're gonna flash in there. Let's see if they get anything done here. Now as well as Napsky both getting a kill apiece. So 5 versus 3 scenario with limited ammunition, with limited equipment here. Terrorists, G1st is not gonna be in a great position here as the bomb is gonna rotate on towards A. They know that there's a stack towards the B side, and they're gonna try and make this get as much damage done as possible. Now it gets a kill on towards Riza, and 5 versus 2 scenario. Bomb is actually going to rotate back towards Banana. Now it gets killed off there by Frozen
finally
Cookies.
they spot both the members there, so the rest of the teammate can just run into the open bomb site with Blister just holding this banana position, not letting any counter-terrorists rotate towards here, knowing that most probably the last 2 counter-terrorists will be around the city-based area. So well played round there by Female Fighters, tying up the score once again after round 26.
Yeah, forcing just pincering the CTs to have only 1 point of entry here, which is either the arch or the library area, and they're not gonna even try either. Gonna save up the AK picked up there by Lupinas, and Frozen Cookies does not have much HP left on her, so they're not gonna try and even retake the site as Blizzard on the hunt here. Maybe catches Lupinas. Oh, Frozen Cookies actually gets a kill on towards Whitney. Picks up the AK as well, so nicely done by her, Lupinas.
Just hiding towards this construction area. Really wants to bring this AK into the next round because they know female fighter is on a roll. They have won 7 of the last 8 rounds to tie up the score once again. But because of saving that 2 AKs, they would definitely make this buy definitely more workable in this round, as we can see FOMAS and UMPs coming up to support the other 3 guns.
13 to 13. The map is tied once again. Female fighter on a roll with the up onto a snap sky. Was she able to get anything? They haven't been running it up for a few rounds, so right now feeling very confident to put it on through a snap sky. Whitney already taking some damage. Lopina's not so healthy herself, as we have a push on towards high mid. Reza gets the first kill onto Nave, gets a double on towards Whitney as well. As Sharong will fall, Blizzard will get a trade out though on towards Nane. So 4 versus 2 scenario very, very quickly. Suddenly things have turned on their heads. Napsky almost connecting on towards the shot on Banana, but not able to. So right now 4 versus 2 scenario, they have to hold on to the sites, and Napsky as well as Blizzard will be facing a very, very difficult situation.
Yep, in this 2-on-4, losing 2 guys towards Risa with that FOMAS and that sandbag position is not acceptable, as they don't go in for the trade.
Well, Blizzard gets a kill onto Aurela, but gets traded off there by Risa. So 3 versus 1 scenario, there's going to be Napsky all alone with the op. She's going to run into someone on towards the cache area. Has to look left. Right about now. No, gets a kill onto Frozen Cookies. Not bad. Might actually get this bomb down though, as she's going to rush into the bomb site. Gets the plant as well. So this is a definitely doable scenario. Oh, spot someone out. Gun out at the right time. Gets not going to connect on the shot. Actually connecting onto Lopina as well.
Somehow this 1-on-3 is turned back on his head, as now Napsky has all the advantage in the world. She has the bomb down. She can play and hear where Risa is coming from.
She connects on the Risa
and
as
that
well.
flick managed to clutch out the 1v3. So well played there by female fighters, bringing that round back on his head and getting the lead going into the last 3 rounds, as G First Lady will be broken once again, but they need to force up. They need to force female fighter off this match point, but with a buy with just a FOMAS, UMPs, MP9, I mean, it's not looking too good.
It's not looking good at all. Like you said, Trevor, if they lose this round, they will be pretty much losing this game. This round so important. They forced out everything on everyone. Frozen Cookies with just a SMG here for Masters a few. Now gets the first kill onto Aurela. Frozen Cookies gets smoked off onto a spoiler as well. So she's all abandoned and lost here. Sharong gets a kill onto Lopinas, and they're gonna storm towards A side. Nane might be able to get a kill. No, she will not. So this side wide open. Frozen Cookies picks up the up for herself.
She managed to get the bomb down, but in a 1-on-4 situation to defend 4 incoming terrorists is pretty hard, as now they will delete her with that headshot. Once again giving female fighter 2 match points. Yep. And championship points.
Championship point as well. If female fighter is able to take this round, they will be representing Indonesia in the WESG Southeast Asia Finals. But G1st, they still have one last chance. They have to take this round. They have to take the remaining 2 rounds together as well to force this to an overtime. But
it's not looking too likely based on the buy, but we'll see whether they can actually make it work. As once again, female fighter will go for this banana control, as they manage to push Risa and Lopinis back early on in this round.
Yep, the picks early on has been working out. Lopinas spots out at least one of the members. It's gonna give the information to the rest of the team, but still not committing, not playing too aggressively. The bomb is still hanging around in the sewers area, just chilling around, making sure that they have all the sites covered, making sure that they know where everyone is before executing on one of these sites. And looks like they will be hitting the A site very soon. As, oh no, Lopinas will be able to get a kill onto Sharong, who just walked into her crosshair. Not over yet here. Bomb's gonna rotate back towards Banana, as we have the smokes and flashes coming in. Aurela boots it up, gets a kill on towards Aurela. But now we actually gets a double headshot on towards Aurela and Reason. Nicely done there. Site wide open, bomb right planted down. 3 versus 3 scenario. Can they do it?
Molotov even to slow down the rotation, and because of that, Nove is in a great position to cut off this retake.
They're not going to expect this.
Yes, expect, and it's an easy straight out Nove, finishing off this map with an ace.
An ace for now.
Yep, she opened up with the first 2 kills and she finished it up with the last 3 kills. So, well well played round there by Nauve.
Yeah.
Really showing that team female fighters wanted this victory so badly. I mean, they were down and out, but somehow they managed to gather the strength and actually come back into this match.
And they will be the representative for Indonesia for the second time, I believe.
Yep, I guess so as well. I mean, so maybe the first time didn't turn out too well for them. Maybe this time they have been training harder, and it looks by the game of the way they played, they have been improving as a team, as they have a lot of set piece in their back.
Yeah, a lot of strategies, a lot of firepower as well. And we couldn't ask for a better series.
Yep, I thought it was already going to a third map when I mean, Garuda had that lead, but somehow a female fighter said, nope, we want it in 2 and we will do it.
Yeah, fantastic game all around. But that's going to be all for the CSGO female action here at the WESG Indonesia coverage. My name is Zero.
I'm Trevor.
And we're going to come back with a short break before we head into more StarCraft 2 action, where we will have myself casting the finals. Catch you guys real soon. Don't go anywhere.
What makes a champion? Passion, grit, determination.
A challenge can make or break you. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise.
Never stop, you can only get better. The only one that can hold you back is yourself.
We are the composers of our own destiny. Nothing is out of reach if we dare to dream the impossible. Believe the unbelievable and never take no for an answer. Because greatness is in all of us. For we are all champions.
Charter Prime is an international financial services group providing cutting-edge trading technology and brokerage liquidity. Specializing in international equities, stocks, foreign exchange, and CFDs, we are a part of a huge global market consisting of $7 trillion in daily trading volume. Stringent regulations, strong strategic partnerships, and exceptional client support ensure we deliver only the best.